I didn't realise how big my surgery was, which is really silly because I should have known. People said to me, I think it's going to be bigger than you realise. It's going to take longer to get better from than you realise. And I thought, no, it'll be fine. I'm really healthy. I'll bounce back. The surgeon said it was like 6 to 8 weeks and you should be fine. And it's now 6 months and I'm not fine. Physiotherapist said it takes a little bit longer. And then pain management team have said, actually, it's 18 to 24 months because it's such a big surgery. And I didn't realise. And it wasn't until stupid o'clock this morning that I was browsing thinking, I can't sleep, I'm really uncomfortable, and I don't want to be reaching for medication all the time just so I can sleep because of the discomfort. And I came across this video and I was like, oh, well, this is why things are so discomfortable. This is uncomfortable even. I've had a coffee already and I'm still not quite awake. So this is the reason why I'm so uncomfortable all the time, and it's probably why I'm a bit shorter now than I was before my surgery. So it's quite scary and I wish I'd known. Kind of on me really, because I should have done a bit more of a deep dive before I did, but I took it for granted that I'd be fixed. I'm not fixed. No one's ever fixed.
Is caused by degenerative changes that lead to enlargement of the facet joints in the back of the vertebrae. The enlarged joints and related degenerative changes place pressure on the nerve roots as they exit the spine. Each vertebra has 2 portions of vertebral bone over the nerve roots in the back of the spine. These small flat bones are called the lamina. The lamina functions as a protective covering of the spinal canal. In the lower back, they protect the cauda equina, the nerve roots that branch off of the spinal cord, as well as the nerve roots as they exit the spine. Removing all or part of the lamina through a lumbar laminectomy can give the affective nerve root more space and a better healing environment. In a laminectomy surgery, the spine is approached through a 2 to 5 inch incision in the midline of the lower back. Next, the left and right back muscles, called erector spinae, are dissected off the lamina on both sides and at multiple levels. After the spine is approached, the lamina is removed, allowing visualization of the nerve roots. The facet joints, which are directly over the nerve roots, may then be undercut or trimmed to give the nerve roots more room. After the surgeon has confirmed that all pressure has been removed from the nerve, the paraspinal muscles are sewn back together to cover the laminectomy site.
So the only difference between that video and my surgery is my facet joints were actually shaved down because they were squeezing the nerves together because they had gone in between where they shouldn't have, and that had damaged them. So to give my nerves space to heal and to move, that was the bit of the bone that was also taken away. And I had a discectomy as well, so that means that some of the disc was, well, quite a lot of the disc was removed because it wasn't in between the joints like it should have been, and there was a lot of scar tissue, so that was taken away as well. And I wish that I'd asked them to put it in a little jar for me to keep. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but I just think it would have been really cool to see just how much they'd taken away. But this is why it's very painful. And I still don't have all that sensation and all that feeling in my foot and my leg. And there's also altered sensation where I have some. And it's basically because the nerves that have now had a chance to move and to heal have just gone, oh, we've got room, but we're not healed. We're too broken to be healed. And that is why 6 months later, I am no longer able to go back to my job. I am no longer able to ride a motorbike. I am no longer able to do all the things that I could before. And that includes trying to tap dance, which I could do years and years and years ago, and I definitely cannot do now. And that also includes ballet, which I could do years and years and years ago and definitely cannot do now. And watching that makes me feel less frustrated at myself because I've got a bit of my back missing really in the grand scheme of things, haven't I? So be kind to me, I guess. Be kind to myself. But I do have pain management, a second assessment in about 3 weeks, and they're going to look at long-term management of the pain. So that would be, because there's arthritis in my facet joints as well, the ones that are still there, yay. And also there's the nerve damage, so it's going to be looking at mental health barriers. So when you feel shit, things hurt more. I mean, it does. This is why we feel really bad in winter, because it's grim, it's grey, bits of us hurt more in general anyway, there's colds going around. So that's kind of constant all the time for me, whether it's spring, summer, autumn or winter. So it's kind of getting over that mental block, and it's also getting over the whole stop remembering what you've lost and remember how far you've come, which is so much easier now I've seen that video. It's a bit choking up. But yeah, that is why things are the way they are now, and I wish I kind of seen that before. Oh well, hindsight.